Alright, I want to get some of this up in here. And we're working on this thing. I think it's what, a little bit over 7 feet long. It's gonna be my bookcase. And some little long beams I had stretched out. And one of them was bowed. It's probably still a little bowed, but I wrangled them with all them pieces. That's why I decided to do the plank method, because they was bowed. And I was like, well, I saw the little things about, how to glue a little piece, a wedge, and then send it through the planer. And I was like, nah, I'm not going to do all of that. But I got these pieces still from that other lumber I had. I want to try to use up as much as I can, get rid of everything that's trash. And then, so it's not, I already got, twigs and stumps and bark and all of that stuff. So we'll make sure we use this. And whatever we don't use, we're going to chunk it out. That bag been working real good for the planer, but that router, which I had to use to get these down up in there. See, at first it's kind of above the grade right there, and then I switched the router from like the cord on the left hand side to the right hand side, and that affected how deep it was. So I reset the depth, and I was like, well dang, now they're sitting down up in there, and the screws going through too. So I got screws poking out the back, so it's real beginner level stuff. But I was gonna be messed up about the screws, but then I noticed that they had that that oil and water on the street vibe going on. So if you hit it from a different type of angle, it look pink here or it look yellow there, and I'm like, I'm just gonna roll with that, because this walnut stain, when you look at it in the sun, it's kind of got like a purpley tint to it. Probably part of its UV protecting or something that's on there or something. But I was gonna try to get away with not sanding, but I am gonna have to sand to get all the little marks and stuff off. I'm gonna have to make legs. And the thing is, when I make my legs, I gotta make enough of them so I can attach shelves. I gotta have a bottom portion to it, because I don't have enough long panels to make just another long panel for the bottom portion. So yeah, make some legs. Make sure I make enough legs, with enough space. Like I might have more legs than what I need, but I'm gonna need them because I had to have shelves. You know what I'm saying? And I'm hoping I can just make shelves out of this stuff right here and that right there, and not have to dig into this heavy lumber. I'm kind of I gotta check and see how far that blade up on that table saw goes, because I know you can do a split, like you can split them in half. But I'm still kind of scared of that table saw though. Like, I'm gonna use it because I gotta use it to make legs and stuff, but just doing a whole bunch of fiddling with it, and yeah, I wanna, use it, put it away. I don't wanna be fooling with it, but ain't no use in having tools if you're gonna be scared of them. That router do what the heck it wanna do, kind of, like it's free form, because I didn't make a jig or nothing like that, but I got a little better. And then bam, I was like, what happened? I overshot the heck out of that little notch I made. All of that's glue and sawdust. I was like, what happened? Because at first I was here. I got all the glue and sawdust here. And it was tighter there. It wasn't even the first one of the day or nothing. I don't know what I did wrong. I don't know. I think I drew the lines weird or something like that. But anyway, at the end of the day, it's going to get put together. Then I got to figure out how to use the router, because I don't have a palm router. And I don't know about trying to hold that big thing up to try to, round off edges and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know. I just really want to get my books out of this box and start working on the next project, and hopefully get a little bit better as I go. Because I spent the money on the tools. I ain't going to Cleo's. But you had to get all that wood from over there, because that thing put out a lot of dust, man. Look at all of that. Yeah. I need an outdoor vacuum or something. But yeah, that router, it chunk up a lot of wood, man. It do what it do. It make a lot of fine grains too, which came in handy for filling in those cracks. But yeah, it chunk up a lot of mess. But either way it go, we popping. It's gonna do what it do. I figure it's just gonna be making sure that it's a stable structure and that it don't rock back and forth, because I also got to put it on wheels, because this thing finna be 7 feet long. I'm gonna roll it in there and put it right up behind my couch. And the idea is that you can sit some on top of the table, sand it down. You can sit on top of the table, Okay, you could, you know, put some up there, use a tray or something like that, so you ain't got to worry about stuff falling in between. But it could be like multi-purpose, and below storage will be, you know, where I could put all my books and stuff at. I had somewhere to put my little record player and all of that good stuff, and just start on a journey to furnishing my home with crap I built. Anyway, but yeah, it's it ain't hard, it's just tedious. But yeah, so far I have a ladder. A very sketchy ladder. A ladder for somebody with teeny tiny hands and ever delicate feet. It's a bookcase, but not really, not yet.